so we finally managed to whittle our choices down a little bit.
I really was sad to see I Spit on Your Grave, the tabletop game, get cut, but I'm hoping
we couldn't get the mechanics to work right.
Also, we can't afford another lawsuit.
From what the rest of the teams have ended up doing, this is what we are left with. So,
Rape Revenge was so brilliant.
We don't need a description of your Saturday night.
And we also can't talk too much about the Dino Riders. By the way, that was a very lovely bouquet you sent to Agnes's funeral, by the way, sir.
Well, you know, my secretary is paid to have excellent taste. Now!
You know, I really thought we had potential with the sleepaway camp.
You think a lot of things that are not real.
Now,
this is what we're down to. We've got the American Gladiators RPG. I've got everything lined up to go, and it's going to be kid-friendly this time. Kid-friendly, boss. We have to rope them in while they're young so that they stay with us for a long time. So kid-friendly. There is violence in this, yes. There is violence, but it's all kid-friendly. Like the catapults. I mean, the cannon, the assault. It's all going to be sub-dual damage.
Can they shoot live ammo?
No. For the last time.
Look, you know the rules as well as I do. As long as they have very large eyes, no one will care how violent they are.
And besides, they're going to be just fine in the next scene. Grapefruit-sized bruises, but they'll be fine in the next round. So the thing is that none of our players will actually die. They're just going to get really beat up.
Raven. I understand that this is something that could be marketed to kids very easily, considering how many anime series are out now. And yes, the violence is a little bit negligible, but do you really think anybody is going to be brought in by having to calculate damage on Nerf balls? Have you seen the tables that you have to go through in order to calculate if they're in or out of the game?
He has a point. Nerf math is some serious shit.
It is.
Hey, we've already got the tie-ins from the Nerf people.
Well, no, we can't cross that line. We are not allowed to ever again directly encourage LARPing.
And besides,
you can only imply.
Besides, the Nerf is a lobby. It's all self-interest to them.
Also, Hasbro has filed a cease and desist letter with us.
Damn it! All right, well, I'll have to talk to the Kmart knockoff people, but we'll have to table that for now. Okay. All right, Novest, what do you got?
I still believe that if we're going to go with the idea of the PG-13 slightly more age-adjusted Fern Gully is better. Now, the original was meant for younger children to teach baseline environmentalism. They had very, that's like simplified characters like the Fog that was voiced by Tim Curry, which we might be able to give him for the advertising on this one.
I can't let my personal distaste with hippies make me forget that they do in fact have a large amount of money.
Oh yes, and actually I had a great idea on this one.
Tim Curry needs to work.
If you want to be able to pull people in, I've thought about actually making references to actual environmental groups who are more popular at this time.
Steve,
the Sea Shepherds.
That is never going to work.
That's like make.
We don't want to have guys in with those people, especially the ones that are getting in between the Japanese and the Dolphins. Those guys are crossing into international law. We can't get involved in that. We've got enough legal problems.
That is pure.
We've got
enough
legal trouble.
That is beautiful storytelling material.
We can't get too tied up in that because we still have to sort out the mechanical differences between these two. Is it going to be a problem to have to remove the tits and violence mechanics from your PG-13 version? Because No Tie here, he put a lot of work into that.
I'm sorry, but honestly, it doesn't work with our demographic. I would say if you would want
with
to...
With a limited demographic, maybe.
Steve, but it works great with Kevin's demographic.
Well, I don't see how we're going to advertise this unless you're just going to put it up as part of a Kickstarter.
Have you seen funds? Have you seen all the advertisements in gaming and gaming demographic magazines? I think we'll be fine.
It doesn't be fine, but also you don't realize that it's bringing up the issue.
We put tits up on Kickstarter, we're going to get $10,000 day one.
Yeah, and if we get $10,000, we're going to get another 10,000 lawsuits from concerned parents. Do you really want that on your ass, sir?
Hey,
parents don't buy games! I think this is pointless to talk about that.
Why do you have a ruler?
That's not important right now.
Good point.
If I may.
I'll allow it.
Yes, of course. Kid games. Yes, with your kid friendliness and saving the environment. The environment cannot be saved, by the way. You know it is doomed. You are a corporate.
It's as doomed as the market allows it to be.
Indeed. This is all that's real. This is all that's real. Violence and tits. It is all that is going to sell in this day and age. The fact that we've defunded everything has pretty much ensured that this is the only thing that the brain-dead society we now have will actually accept and spend money on. And don't get me wrong, they may be stupid, but they have money.
Now that was and tits, not or, right?
They must be together. The blood and tits are as inseparable as two things that are completely inseparable.
Well, tits
Ham and
are
eggs.
on humans, and humans are full of blood. I think his logic plays.
But you see, that's not his. See, many creatures have tits and blood, all of which may be completely taken advantage of altogether. It's not just people that are dying that have tits. It is nature itself that is violent and has tits.
So you're telling me that this game will be built and fueled by the tits of nature itself?
And all of our clients shall suckle at that tit, sir.
Sir,
I am speaking here! You had your turn.
You did have your turn.
and I'm going to take another one now. Sir, you realize that he's proposing a game where you put a giant pair of tits on the planet Earth itself.
$50,000 easy with tits. You put blood and tits on a cover? Well, my friend,
I wasn't taking it that literally, no vest, but that's a good angle.
You put tits and violence on the cover of a book,
started.
you just rose into a higher tax bracket. Right then.
Sir, if we're going to go this angle, may I just propose heavy metal, the RPG? That honestly gives us more
No.
obvious profitability.
The
No,
heavy metal team already had their chance.
Do you want to be sued by them?
Yeah, they made the mistake of trying to tie it to an open game. That's not going to work with this company.
Open game.
Go proprietary or go home. They not read the sign that is out of frame, but very clearly there.
So, excuse me, sir. That brought up bad memories.
It's all right, no tie. Sit down. I like your style. I think it is clear the direction we need to be taking this company in.
Planetary tits.
Exactly.
With violence.
Now, the only thing I have left to ask is how soon will we be able to have this on home consoles?
We'll have it ready to go on the Wii box by the end of the week, sir.
Xbox One's going to take a little bit longer.
Damn them! They don't count.
I don't know about anyone
If
else.
you don't mind me calling some people that have less than reputable reputations, I could have it done in 2 days.
I don't know or care about anyone else, but I think I'll drink to that.
Yes.